I'm realizing, and this might help you with your planning if you're ever wanting to go to Japan, forget about all the nonsense you see on social media of like people telling you this, just go to these smaller cities. They're so much more manageable and there's tons to do. So we arrived here an hour before our train. Our train departs at 7:20 in the morning. Got here about 6:15, and I am so grateful that I did because this station is mad confusing. We had a taxi take us from the hotel, which I don't even know if I'd even be able to figure out how to even get to this part of the station from the subway. So I'm so grateful that we had the taxi drop us off. And from there, we had, security personnel who are our ticket gate agents kind of point the way over to where we were able to go, which is the Shinkansen, Hokuriku Shinkansen via Nagano going to Kanagawa South, JR South transfer. So this all takes time to figure out if you're new to Tokyo. And you definitely want to give yourself more time than not. Don't think, oh my God, you got there an hour early. No, you will need that to figure out the layout of this train station. It's not analogous to Western train stations. They kind of have different designs, different things that they do differently. And so it definitely it can take some time to figure out. The maps are not as helpful as you would want them to be because while there's certain parts of them that have a little bit of English, they're mostly, of course, in Japanese. And so you're looking at it and you're trying to make sense of it, and it's like deciphering the hieroglyphics of the pyramids. There's a few words here and there that are in English, but it's a little bit more complicated. One all-store that did help me was ChatGPT. I photographed my ticket and it was able to tell me where to go. It was able to tell me what to look out for. It gave me some train etiquette, some really helpful stuff. So hopefully that will help you if you're ever in a crunch. There's free Wi-Fi here. If you want to access ChatGPT, you got to do your email and then you got to register. It's very quick, but it's annoying because every place is like that. It's not just free. It's like you got to give your email out and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, we're here. What I've also noticed about this train station is that there's very few seats available to sit down. Every time you look at available seats, they're all occupied. They definitely have a seating shortage around here, so yeah. But we also went to New Day and got some food. I know everybody's like, oh my God, get the bento box. It's 7:20. I need coffee. I need a bagel. I need something comforting that I'm so stressed out right now. I cannot tell you how stressed out I am. But don't get it twisted. Just because I'm super stressed doesn't mean I'm not having fun. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I love the drama. The drama. These are the signs. And you can see what I mean about like the signs are in Japanese. Some are in English. Right there. And you can see that they're in Japanese, and then, yeah, they appear in English from time to time, but it's really complicated. And then, of course, there's tons of people coming and going. And then you also have the train cars where you can see all the different trains, and your ticket will show you what train you have to be on. So we're on, I think, track 22, and we have to be in car 3. So this is the one that we're on, the 720, and then we have to be on car 3. When we made the reservations, they were all the window seats were taken. We got like the middle seat and like an aisle seat. Anyway, I got to get back to the waiting area. so that my husband doesn't completely freak out and melt into a puddle of nothing. It's that stressful. It's also warm and humid here. I was hoping that it'd be more like frigid AC, but it's hot, yo, it's hot. So hopefully our train ride, we're on the Shinkansen, which I believe is the really super fast one. So we're gonna get there just before 10. So hopefully that will go well too, but we'll find out. All right, we are here in Kanazawa, the Hyatt Centric, which is part of the Kanazawa Station. This Kanazawa Station, train station, is amazing. I'm gonna show you some things later, but first I want to talk about this hotel. It is so cool. So right behind me is the front door. Now look at what is on the immediate left part of the door of the entryway. A private toilet room. So cool, right? So smart. And it's one of those Toto toilets that just loves your body on all the right ways, cleans it and everything. And then when you're done with your business, you just close the door. And there we go. And then we have this entry room, we have shoes off, we have a mirror. Hey, baby. And then we have drawers over here. This is such a cool layout. I'm loving Hyatt hotels. They are doing such a fabulous job. And then we have like the coffee station, the water station, the TV, and then we have like a little, I guess, kind of desk area. Oh, we don't have that big of a desk. Okay. And then we have like a little lounge area, a little chaise lounge. And then, let me see, this is a shade. Where is, I just literally got into this room, so I haven't figured it out yet. But, oh, Here's the remote. Let's see. Blackout shades, okay. Ha ha ha, I figured it out. Wow, look at this view. Oh my god, look at all those people. Oh wow, what a view. I'm seeing it for the first time, just like you. And you can see Kanazawa Station right over there. Wow, and that's the shopping mall, and that's kind of like the downtown hustle and bustle everywhere. So, killer views. Little chaise lounge over here. And then this kind of bright red backstop. I guess that's good luck. I hope it is. Then a beautiful bed. And are you ready for the big reveal? All right, Glenn, hit it. We have sliding walls. This is so cool. Check this out. Both of those walls slide. Thank you, sweetie. And then you have this sink. Then you have the towels. And you have Be Kind. Bath products. I don't know what that's about, but looks pretty good. And then you have this shower room that has its own door. Look. So you have all these doors to kind of section off different parts of the bath function you're using, which I love. Whoops. Ooh. Almost killed myself there. Oh, but no rain shower. Well, every day can't be Christmas, right? But you got this huge sinking tub too, which is really sweet. Then you got Be Kind products. This looks like a really solid room. What do you think? That's the hotel. I'm loving this hotel. It's really nice. Hyatt so far in Japan is a way to go. It's really cool. This is a Hyatt Centric in Kanazawa. All right, come and eat my 7-Eleven dinner with me here in Kanazawa. We have had such a day. It has been a day that started at 4 o'clock in the morning as usual, as per Japan. So I just don't have the energy to go to a restaurant at this point. But God, it's been an incredible day. I have to say right off the bat that, and you tell me if you agree with me, but Kanazawa first, we got the 7-Eleven Japanese style fried chicken, which is kind of like a glorified chicken nugget. It's almost like a boneless chicken breast that's been deep battered and fried. Oh my God. This is so good. So good. Wow. This is 100% recommend. 100%. It's boneless fried chicken, so I mean, you can't really go wrong, right? This is so good. This has been a really challenging trip. Tokyo is like the crucible. If you think you're an experienced traveler, go to Tokyo for the first time. Not knowing anyone, never been here before. Only Instagram and social media can only prepare you for so much. Oh my God, it is trial by fire. I have so much respect for anybody who goes to Tokyo for the first time and comes out alive. We earned our wings, we earned our stripes. But now we're here in Kanazawa. We took the Shinkansen and it is so fast. Oh my God, so fast. We're like flying. I mean, it's like an airplane without wings. It's super fast. We get here like in lickety split. Also, the seats, they were almost like first class. It was like really, really nice. Spacious, roomy, everything you want economy seats in airplanes to be, but aren't. We're here before 10. We arrive in Kanazawa train station, and let me just say, I love Kanazawa train station. It is an amazing place. There's like this entire shopping mall that's part of it. The Hyatt Centric is also a part of it. It's just an amazing place. I love it. It's all like everything that you need is right here. All of your essentials like 7-Eleven. There's tons of shopping. Oh my God, we did so much shopping today. of like really cool stuff. Japanese stores with like silhouettes and cuts of clothes that I know I couldn't probably find in the States. I mean, they have Muji in New York, but even then, even with like the Japanese places in New York, I don't feel like they would have the same silhouettes and the same everything, right? Like I feel like in Japan you get a little bit more, a little bit better quality. Hang on, I need to get a napkin. Is it just me, or do the Japanese not really like to do napkins? They're waxy, and like, we're like, oh, can we have a napkin? They give you one. Here you go. Like, I'm using Kleenex because I can't. Okay, next is these aren't chicken nuggets, because there's chicken nuggets that are something completely different, but it's fried chicken, because I'm healthy, because calories don't count when you're traveling and you're under stress. It's chicken with soy sauce. It's like fried chicken with soy sauce. Let's try it. Oh my God. Again, it's boneless and it's like dipped in, it's like somebody dipped it in soy sauce with like a fried chicken crunch. So good. Oh my God. How are all these Japanese so skinny too? They're the best fried chicken on earth. I love Kanazawa. It's so easy, where Tokyo is so impossibly hard. Like the teacher giving you the most impossible calculus theorem to solve. Kanazawa is like a basic algebra problem. It's way easier, so much more accessible, and it's really interesting. It's walkable. We walked from the Hyatt Centric, which is the Kanazawa train station, all the way to the park where Kanazawa Castle's at, and Kenrokuen, I hope I said that right, is it Kenrokuen Garden? It's all there. And this is where it gets stressful. It was raining, like pouring cats and dogs, and so we were walking through with the umbrellas. And obviously it's hard to film when it's raining like that, because you got the umbrella, you got the film equipment, you're trying not to destroy everything. But I was able to get some shots, and the castle is so beautiful. It's actually really beautiful from the outside, but the inside, it kind of looks like a hunting lodge. That's what Glenn, my husband, said. It looked like a hunting lodge. And I agree with him. Wood floor, beautiful wood floors, beautiful wood walls. What's really great, and of course what's Japanese about everything, is that the Japanese, when they do something, they go extra, 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 very best top, right? This castle has the beams that are put together, there's no wood. They're all like dovetail joints and all these special joints with like hooks in them, and it's amazing. What you see there though is like a small fraction. It's like 3%, 5% of what the actual palace once looked like. There were tons of buildings, but they all got burned in a fire. And the ones that survived just got rebuilt recently or something like that. Really beautiful. It's peaceful to be there. But before we got to Kanazawa, we were looking for some place to eat. It was a total lunch lottery, right? We're kind of at the northern edge of the castle gardens. And we'll go on Google Maps. And Google Maps, I'm sorry, but Google Maps is not as helpful as you want it to be. And whether it's Tokyo or Kanazawa, it's just, sometimes it gets things wrong. It sends you down the wrong place. It doesn't know where it's going. You're going up and it's showing you going down. You're going right. It's showing you going left. And it's like, Google, God, get yourself together, girl. You a hot mess. Recalibrate, mama. We found this place. What was it called? Ungara? ungra, something like that, right? The thing about like these Japanese places, these restaurants, is that they have like maybe a sign out there with one visual or two visuals of what they show, like that's supposed to constitute a menu. So you don't know what you're getting. We see this plate of like all kinds of food and we're like, there's no other place around. And we're like, okay, well, let's try it. We go in there. There's a small little room. And the woman is like full. And I'm like, and she's like, wait. And then she's saying something to like the man who's in the kitchen. He's like, it's like almost like a teppanyaki situation, like a grill. And there's like a table, a ring, a bar around the grill. And there's like one table where she's sitting at, and then there's an empty table. And she's like, I'm trying to see if there's room for you because there's a special event that's happening. And the place, this little small room, was filled with all these really beautiful women in kimono. They weren't geisha, but they were just like these older women, very elegant, very sophisticated in kimono, with a few guys, a few men, like husbands maybe. And they're all eating. And the chef is like, yes, you come. And we were like, oh, thank God, thank you so much, because we were hungry. And he was like, one menu only, okay? And we're like, okay. And of course, I'm just like, I've never bent so much in my life, like just thanking this man, like, thank you, because we were so hungry. So we sit down, and of course, everybody is quiet. And they're all looking at us like, who are these two white boys? Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa, mama. But of course, we know, we've learned how to be like, we're just like, let's just smile, let's just keep the harmonious atmosphere, the harmonious vibes. We're just like, we're really quiet, we're being very respectful, we're mindful of like, it's someone's birthday or something's going on there, right? It's a private event. They've allowed us to be part of this lunch, and so we're just being very grateful. Everyone's eating. And then the chef prepares our plate, brings out the plate, and of course it's all these different little bowls of food. It's like, I don't know, there were like 6 or 7 bowls of food, 8 or 9, and he goes through each one. He tells us what each one is. Like, there was tuna, sushi, there was eel, tempura, there were all these vegetables, there was seaweed, miso soup, there were peppers, pickles, squash. Oh, there was this like scrambled egg that he got that looked like sushi, but it was like the shape of sushi. The scrambled egg. It was amazing. It was so good. Oh my, that tuna tasted like beef. He had his dip it in the soy sauce with the green sauce, the wasabi, and it did not taste like fish at all. It tasted like beef, like really good beef. It was so good, and the vegetables were so good. Everything, there was nothing left on that plate, and I told him through Google Translate, this food was delicious. It was top quality. It was an honor to eat here. Thank you so much. And he was like, oh, arigato. He was so nice to us. I forget how much it was. It was shockingly cheap too. Cheaper than I thought it'd be, but I cannot recommend this place more. It was so good. You could tell this man, this is his life. Making this food is his life, and bringing happiness to people through food is his life. And you could taste that in the high quality of the food and how good it was. We tried to get back to the hotel, but then we saw that there was like a shopping mall attached to the train station. There was a Muji, there was a Loft, there was a Uniqlo, and there was a whole bunch of other ones. And so all these Japanese stores like Standard Journal, which I've never heard of, another one called Ships, which I never heard of, and I was like, let's check it out. And we just fell in love. I'm seriously loving the silhouettes of Japanese fashion here. Like the baggy, shapeless, like flowy stuff is in here and I love it. I'm here for it because it meets you where you are if you're gaining weight. And let's just say I've been putting on some pounds lately, okay? I mean, this has been a stressful travel, and so I'm just eating. Look at me, I'm eating 7-Eleven fried chicken. My God, these are so good. Because I'm continuing to eat healthy, we have 7-Eleven salty potato snacks, and we have Suntory lemon. Suntory, remember Lost in Translation, Bill Murray, Suntory whiskey? Suntory whiskey, a ring-a-ding-ding. Let's try the lemonade. I think it's lemonade, or maybe it's flavored water, but it's yellow, so I think it's Suntory lemonade. Let's try it. Fried chicken and lemonade on a hot summer day, how about that, right? Okay, this is not the lemonade that I've grown up with. It almost tastes like bug spray. Like sometimes you get a little bit of mosquito spray where you're spraying yourself. You're like, oh, that's just, what is that? Oh, this has a very distinct, it's like lemonade with like pepper in it or something. I wouldn't recommend this. No. When I don't want something, like when I was trying to enclose with the shopping and it didn't work out, the ones that I wanted, I'd be like, hi. And the ones that I didn't want, I'd be like, arigato. Like, thank you, you can take this now. So with this, arigato. You can take that away because I don't know if I'm gonna drink it anymore. I got a backup because I've learned, like, if you get, like, I learned to get backups. So let me tell you what else I got. This was a risky backup too because it's like, it says water, but it's like, have you seen cloudy water? I've never seen this kind of cloudy water before. Let's just hope for the best. Please be good. Okay. Okay, it's not bad, but it does not taste natural. I can't quite pin down the flavor. Maybe like licorice or anise. Something very similar to licorice or anise and sugar. Almost like a liquid licorice cookie with minimum sugar. There, you could taste like some sugar, but it's not prominent. Yeah, this actually has a way of growing on you. This tastes like, it kind of like expands. You're like, I think I like that. It's not a familiar taste at all, but it really does grow on you. I'll probably be drinking those like guzzling by the gallon. I wonder how many calories it is. It says it's a refreshing blend of sweet and tangy made with cultured milk. So why do they call it water if it's made with cultured milk? Yeah, it does kind of have like a yogurty, like a really watery yogurty, but it's good. I don't know how many calories are in this. 46 calories. I don't know though. Again, everything's in Japanese. It says 46 kilocalories, so I don't know if that's 46 calories per sip or what we got going on, but okay. Okay, here is, it looks like a French fry, but it's like texture of a potato chip. That's interesting. I would prefer a potato chip. It looks like a potato wedge, but it's crispy like a potato chip, but you get into the middle of it and it's really kind of like chalky. I don't know if I'm gonna finish that, but I am gonna finish this. Kanazawa is a great little city. I highly recommend this. Tomorrow, we were supposed to do the samurai tour, but we didn't get to that. Oh well. You're not gonna be able to see everything, but as long as you're seeing and you're experiencing something that's different from your normal everyday life, I think that's what counts. And so far, those experiences have been very different and great in that way. And so I think this so far has been a really successful trip. Despite the fact that it's been really challenging, it's because of it, I think. It's challenging us, it's pushing us past our comfort zones, and it's teaching us so much about ourselves. We're learning about ourselves, and we're learning about Japanese culture, which I'm in love with. I'm so in love with. I have so much more to say about that. But for now, I'm gonna wish you a good night. Night. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Oh wow, I feel like a newscaster with the city skyline behind me. And in other news today, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Let me see if I can get you more of that city shot. That looks cool, right? Okay. Wow, today was really a packed day. I am so exhausted. You have no idea. We left at like around 8. We were supposed to go to Aoyama Shrine, but we didn't. Instead, we were walking around and we saw this other really beautiful shrine. And I was like, oh, well, let's go to the front so I can get a really nice picture of the building. And there was a man out by the entrance and he waved us in to welcome us. And so we went to the shrine and it was really beautiful. I don't know the name of it. Higashibetsuin Temple, I think is what it was. Very nice temple. There was a man, I guess he was one of the temple keepers. He welcomed us and we bowed and we went in and we just kind of sat in silence, really reveling the peace and the harmony, and I made a donation, and he gave me this, he welcomed us, and he asked us where you're from, and I was like, oh, we're from New York, and he's like, Yankees. I was like, yeah, Yankees, I'm gay, I don't care. I didn't say that, but I was like, yeah, Yankees. And we made a donation, and he gave us these cookies, and this, I guess it's a welcome thing, but I'm gonna try these cookies. So I guess I hope they bring prosperity, I hope they bring peace and all that good stuff. And we went in. I love starting, those moments where you connect with locals in the area. It's really pretty. They have a nice little insignia. I have no idea what it means. It's nice when you can connect with locals, in a non-tourist area. This wasn't a tourist place. It was a local place. And when you connect with people who are from where you're visiting, it just makes all the difference. So if you ever run into people who are visiting your place and you go that extra mile to make them feel welcome and connected, that means everything for that person, that traveler. And that was a really powerful lesson that I learned. Tastes like a vanilla wafer. I'm gonna save it for my coffee tomorrow morning. But from 7-Eleven, I got a rice cake, mugwort, and red bean mochi. Let's taste it. So after that, we walked over to Kenrokuen Garden. I hope I said that. It's one of Japan's prettiest gardens, and it is a very lovely garden. Now that heat was creeping up on us. It was like a 30-minute walk from the Hyatt Centric. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh wow, this is good. This is good. This is it's a green tea mochi with a red bean paste mugwort. It's good. It has like a savory and a sweet. Classic, but this is really good. This is a good one. This is actually one of the best mochis I've tasted in a while. I do recommend this one. That heat did us in. We couldn't stay long at that garden, but we were there to really savor some of the nice parts of it. It was beautiful. There are these ancient trees that are being propped up with stilts. They're so glorious. Really capture that ancient feeling. We saw some of the grounds workers. This is what I love about Japan. Like, just the ground workers were in these beautiful hats. They all looked harmonious and beautiful. They were seeding the ground with moss. They were covering a part of it with moss using these really delicate instruments. They were just so zen. They were in the flow. They were part of the garden magic. And this is what I love about Japan, is that there's like a Japanese honor code where everyone, no matter what you're doing, no matter what your job is, you pour your life and your soul and your energy and your vibrancy into doing the very best that you can do at that job, no matter what it is. And everyone there all the garden keepers, the gardeners, the maintenance crew, they're all like that. They were all just elegant and graceful while doing their work. And of course, the work is incredible too. That garden is amazing. Really beautiful stuff, very inspiring. I mean, just everywhere you turn in Japan, I'm just inspired. I'm so inspired, and it was just incredible. But we couldn't stay out there long because that heat just gets you. Ooh, it gets you. So we were able to cross. It was like, at that point, it was like 10 in the morning. And so the Kanazawa 21st Century Museum of Contemporary Art, I think that's the whole name, opened. And I cannot say enough good things about Kanazawa. You have to visit this place. It's a smaller city, much smaller than Tokyo, and it's just so much more manageable. And this museum, the Kanazawa punches way above its weight. I mean, this museum blew our minds. It was such a cool place. There was like this swimming pool where you could go under the swimming pool and see it. It was amazing. But there was this exhibition from, who was it again? It was William Kentridge. William Kentridge. This installation from William Kentridge that just blew our heads off. It was about time, right? There were a refusal of time, and about our perception of time as it relates to sight, sound, taste, experiences. It was a video installation that had like 5 different screens that were playing simultaneously to sound, that were all kind of interacting and that were individual at the same time. So wherever it is that you were in that installation, wherever you were seated or standing, you saw and heard something slightly different. It blew my mind, it blew Glenn's mind. It was just, I have not been that excited about art in a really long time. William Kentridge, A Refusal of Time. Check it out. Oh my God, it just, And that wasn't the only, I mean, there's so many different artists Their permanent collection was also, that they had on display, was also really good. This was an amazing museum. If you're looking to mix up the old stuff with something new, this Contemporary Art Museum is it. We had lunch there as well, and it was more of like traditional global cuisine. We had, here's the thing about the menus. These menus, sometimes they're printed in English sometimes, and when they're printed in English, the instructions aren't clear. They're very vague. And you're like, well, what does this mean? And we didn't know what we were actually supposed to order or how we were supposed to order, so we ended up each ordering 2 entrees. We both had the beef, and then we both had this like chicken curry dish that came with rice. It was 2 different entrees. Fortunately, we didn't get the assorted appetizer because I don't know what that's in there. It's like a mixed bag. There's no description. It's just mixed. But they were both good. The chicken was like fried chicken, like a fried chicken patty in this like curry sauce with rice, and that was delicious. And the steak was Wagyu. Is it Wagyu? Wagyu beef. That was really good too. And then it came with a salad. It was delicious. And then we finished and we walked through Kanazawa Castle Park and the Kenrokuen Park in the middle to get to the Higashi geisha area, because we had a tea ceremony we had to go to. It was a tea ceremony soyu, which I recommend. Wonderful experience to be in that environment. We arrive, we're greeted with some really cold tea, and there's kind of like a little primer about tea room etiquette and what to expect. You go into this plain room with tatami mats, and the doors are closed, and the tea maker, she came in. She is like, she's been a tea maker for, I think, several decades, many decades. And everything in that tea ceremony has significance, where she mixes the matcha, the pots, the ceramics, everything that's used, how she goes making it. It's all like, it is all a master art form, and it was so powerful to watch. There's an energy, there's a psychic energy, a reverence. It was an honor to experience it, and you sit and you sit in silence. You don't talk. That's part of the thing. Is the quiet, the stillness is supposed to further amplify the peace and the harmony and the serenity of the moment. And it was so powerful. It was beautiful. It was just divine. Again, it's like that Japanese honor code. If you're gonna do something, do it with everything that you have. And you could see she was giving it everything, and we loved it. Really, really beautiful. And the Higashi district is the geisha district, where geishas entertain and they do their craft. And so we went to a museum. We went to the Ochaya Art Museum, which is essentially a small museum. It's in an old house where geisha presumably lived at some point, and it showcases a lot of the objets and accoutrements that geisha used as part of their craft, as part of their work. And so we saw these beautiful combs, hairpins, assorted this and that. It was really, really beautiful. Lacquered boxes, things made out of seashells. It was just kind of like, wow, 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 wow. And you could go through this house. It was like a 2-story house. I'm not gonna lie, like, because it's in the summer, that upper floor gets real hot. We're like, oh my God. But it's a small museum, so you're in and out in about 20 minutes tops. It was just really nice to kind of inhabit the space that a geisha historically would inhabit and use, and just see the refinement and the elegance and the understated sophistication I mean, that's really the essence of Japan. Japan is this understated sophistication. Everywhere you turn, it's about understated sophistication. So it was very nice to experience that. We walked around that whole area. It's touristy. Not my thing exactly. We had some ice cream. I had the gold leaf ice cream. Total tourist gimmick thing. You don't taste the gold. It tasted like nothing. But the ice cream was good, especially on a hot day. We bought some souvenirs, and then we decided just to leave the Geisha District. It was, you walk through the alleyways. It's really hard to photograph because the alleyways are small, and I don't have a wide lens that can capture the homes. The homes are really cool though, because they have like these wooden slats, these wooden facades that have this kind of, again, understated elegance to them. And it was very beautiful to see them. Really nice. But the thing is, and this is what I love about travel. We started walking out of the district and going back to Kanazawa Station, but we didn't take the way that most people might take. We went through a residential neighborhood. And that's where you have these kind of magic moments as a traveler, when you get away from where the tourists are supposed to be and you get to see how people in the area really live. And one of the things that I love about people's houses is that they don't have gardens, they don't have lawns in front, they don't have spaces. Their homes are right up to the road. There's like the car, the house right there. But they do on their porch have like a little slender strip of cement, and they put tons of little pots and they grow their own little flowers and maybe some vegetables. It is so lovely. I love seeing that. We caught some really beautiful vignettes and street scenes that were completely local, non-tourist. And I live for those moments when I travel because they teach you so much about the neighborhood and the area. And I have really come to develop such an affection for Kanazawa. All right, this is dessert, another 7-Eleven haul. It's called Meiji, and it's dark chocolate. I don't know what's in it. Maybe a nut of some kind? So let's try it. Meiji, 86% dark chocolate. Oh, this is really bitter. The Japanese don't tend to use a lot of sugar in their dessert confections. I'm gonna save this because I feel like I'm just eating a coffee bean. I don't want to be eating this right now, so I won't ever be able to sleep. We leave Kanazawa tomorrow morning. Our train takes off at 8:20. We have 3 trains. So I'm dreading the packing, and I'm dreading the train transfers. And we're gonna have to figure out how to make 3 switches. And here's the thing. Once we get to Suruga, we get into Suruga our train leaves at 8:40, not 8:20, and it arrives in Suruga at 9:25. We have approximately 14 minutes to find that next train, to board the next train from Suruga to Osaka. I don't know if we transfer to another train, another platform. I know nothing of Suruga. And then once we arrive in Osaka, I guess we can take our time because it'll be there. We're supposed to take a local. So we'll probably be getting into Kobe at around 12. Kobe is another one of these smaller cities like Kanazawa. And so I'm looking forward to it. I've really come to enjoy small cities in Japan. It's a great way to experience Japanese culture. Everything is new. Everything is Japanese. This is what also I'm realizing, and this might help you with your planning if you're ever wanting to go to Japan. Forget about all the nonsense you see on social media of like people telling you this. Just go to these smaller cities. They're so much more manageable, and there's tons to do. There's still stuff in Kanazawa we didn't see. We didn't go to see the samurai district. We didn't see the ninja. There's like a ninja museum. We didn't see that. There's the DT Suzuki Museum, the National Crafts Museum, which unfortunately was closed, which is why we didn't see it. But there's tons of stuff to do. These smaller cities hit way above their weight. You know, they are really good places to embody and get a taste of Japanese culture. That's a big discovery that nobody talks about that I'm willing to share. If you really want to experience Japan, real Japanese culture, it's everywhere. So go to the smaller cities and enjoy it there where it's a lot more calm. People are really nice. They'll take their time to help you. I mean, people in Tokyo also do that, but that is a major takeaway. Like, I'm now excited about going and checking out all of Japan because it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be new experiences for you if you've never been to Japan. My first time here. And even my second or third or fourth time, I'm sure I'll be coming here and learning new things. I'll probably appreciate the language more, be able to speak it better, not sound a fool. So yeah, these smaller cities are really turning out to be travel highs. I'm really all about these smaller, less known cities. So next is Kobe tomorrow, and then the day after we do Himejijo. I'm learning. I'm a traveler and I'm learning. I'm willing to make myself the fool so that I can learn and become better. All right, but now my immediate concerns is packing. God, I have so much. I'm gonna have to unpack everything and then repack it, and I'm gonna have to throw some stuff out, I think. Wish me luck, oh my God. And how am I gonna carry this monstrous suitcase on the train? Oh my God, I should have just, you were like, oh, just ship it. But the thing you don't understand is if I'm leaving and you have to ship it like a day before, like what am I gonna do with my toiletries? What am I gonna do with all my stuff? You know what I mean? Weird. Anyway. Beautiful day. Grateful for it. See you tomorrow.